Ok, bonjour tout le monde. On va commencer avec le passé composé avec être. So this is a review of être with passé composé. Alright, so comment j'utilise être avec le passé composé? You learned that the past tense is made up of the conjugated tense form of the it's called the auxiliary verb or the helping verb, avoir, and the past participle of the main verb. Okay? So to form the past participle of ER verbs, we drop the ER and we add an E. To form the past participle of most IR verbs, we drop the IR and we add an I. To form the past participle of most RE verbs, we drop the ER and add a U, right? Like the verb visiter, ER becomes visiter with the E accent aigu. Partir becomes parti because it's just with the I. Attendre, to wait, becomes attendu, just the U. Okay? So now, let's check out être. While avoir is the most common helping verb, some verbs form their passé composé with être. Okay? So that's the key here. So, for example, this sentence, Etienne got off the bus. Now, if you're going to get off of a vehicle or get out of a vehicle, what you do, the French way to say that is sortir, which means to go out. Okay? So, if this would turn into then, Etienne actually went out of the bus, So, sortir is one of those words with être. So we have to conjugate être for Etienne. Etienne is an il, okay? Il. So il with être is il est, okay? And then we're going to conjugate sortir, which is sorti. It's kind of like these IR verbs, so it's becomes sorti. Etienne est sorti du bus. Okay? So it's formed the same. Instead of avoir, we're using être. All right? So let's take a look at something else, because this is special with être too. The form of être has to agree with the subject. That is true for the present tense, right? If I said, je suis intelligent, if I am a she, her, I have to put an E for intelligente. Okay? If a she, her is saying, elle est, let's see, elle est, I'm trying to think of another one, gentil, that's the masculine form. We have to add another L for the feminine form, okay? So être always agrees in the present tense and in the past tense. All right, so here's what that looks like. Has to agree in gender and number. So she, if we're doing she, her for je, if this I is a she, her, we have to put an E at the end of the past participle. So if I look at sorti, if this was a she, her, sorti would become sorti. All right? Let's see. Another one would be aller. Aller would become aller with an extra E. Okay? He, him with je, we don't add anything. It just stays just like that. So it just has to agree with the gender and the subject, just like we learned with être. Elle for plural, if there are more than one girls, now we have to add an E and an S. All right? For il, we don't have to add the E, but we do have to add the S. That's just something that we'll get used to. And then on any test or quiz, I'll make an indication or a little reminder for you, okay? So, je suis allé au ciné. I went to the movies. We know that this je is a feminine, is a she, her. Because of this extra E there, that makes it be feminine, okay? Nous sommes allés à la teuf. We went to the party. Nous sommes allés. So we have a we. We don't know if it's she or her until we look at this. There's no extra E, so I know that all of these we people must be he, hims, or theys, but there are a lot of them, so we have to add the S. Okay? You left the museum, and it was a she, her that left a museum. So tu es parti, need that extra E because it's a she, her, du musée. You all went out, that's sortir, with friends. So feminine would be vous êtes sortis. We have an E, and it's a whole bunch of them, so we add an S. Okay? So, sorti, went out. Parti, left. Nous sommes allés, went. Allés, went. Okay? And then here is our être, 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 être. Alright, so there's still the two parts. Helping verb, past participle. Helping verb, past participle. Helping verb, past participle. Helping verb, past participle. It's just now we're using être. Alright? So, just a reminder. Feminine and plural. We add an extra E and an S to the past participle. All these guys. Alright? Masculine singular, nothing. So, let's do this. Où est-ce que tu es allé hier? Where did you go yesterday? Où est-ce que tu es allé? Here's our helping verb. Here's our past participle. Where did you go? So, I would say, je suis allé. And I'm a she, her, so I'm going to add an E, right? But you figure out for yourself. Je suis allé chez moi. I just went to my house. Je suis allé chez moi. Est-ce que did tu es sorti? Did you go out avec tes amis ce weekend? Actually, I did go out with my friends this weekend. Oui, je suis allé. Oh, no, we're doing sorti, sorry. Je suis sorti. Now, I am a she, her, so I have to add an E. You decide for you. Avec mes amis. There you go. Quand, when, tu es parti de l'école hier? When did you leave? There's our helping verb. There's our past participle from school yesterday. So I left. Je suis parti. I need to add an E. De l'école à 3 heures. À 3 heures. Okay? All right. Let's flip the script to the back. These are all the French verbs that use être. Just these. That's it. Okay? So, what I want you to do over here is I want you to do it in the past. Like devenir, to become. I want you to write, I became. Je suis devenu. Okay? If you need to add an E, add an E. Okay? And then use different pronouns. Maybe tu. Maybe il. Maybe elle. Maybe nous. Switch them up so you can practice être. Alright, so do all those. And then see if you can figure out how to do the negative. Talk with each other. Help each other out. For negatives, you put the ne before the form of être and pas after être. So again, it's just going to bookmark être. Okay, so here's an example. Here's our helping verb être. The ne pas comes before and after. And then here is our past participle. Okay, so you do those. All right, let me know if you have questions.